folks, what is up, and welcome to Ace Attorney with an Actual Lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our actual voice actor, Wes.
Hey there.
And our actual lawyer, Pridge.
Hello.
Folks, I hope you're excited because we're in the final day of court for the entire game. If you want to watch the exciting conclusion, follow us on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam, and if you can, we'd really appreciate it. Support us on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, where for just $2 a month, you get access to the full VOD channel of every single stream we do. $5 lets you vote on one of our variety streams, as well as get your name included as an NPC in our D&D campaign Saving Throw. And at the $10 level and above, you get your name included in this month's brand new Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Andy Cosmo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed, Navi. Witch Tower, Sky Hurler, Kite, Self Aria, Arky, Forensic, Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob L, Go, Zeppeli, Sheber, Steam, Ryger, Rilla, Jolie, Baroness for BBC, What, and Sherlock's Mr. Mochasil, Art, Ami, Borshak. Amelia, Super Cool, A1R, Walshrim, Mari, Diego Garcia, Alex, Boomer, Emily. Mega Zero, Big Curbo, Who Needs to Sleep, Alea, Yakta, Est, Ever Entropy, Daedric and Seraphina, Sealamgar, Chrissy, Fluffguff, Tasty, Marbar, Jack Warner, Taco Sensei, QB, Nagashi, Anime Chick, The Jester, Haruka, Naidi, Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring, Scribe, Zeal, Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sevilla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. With that all out of the way, let's get back into the game.
What was going on?
I don't know, some shit in England.
I think we were trying to get this guy named Magnus found innocent, I think.
Who's Bailey and why is he so old?
How'd you get so old, Bailey? By not dying.
It's Beetle Bailey, star of the syndicated comic strip, Beetle Bailey. Back when newspaper comics were still a thing. I think they still are, but...
Strongheart's like, enough talking about newspaper comics.
We are here to do the game.
Before we begin today, I have a brief announcement.
No matter what happens, I win. Na-na-na-na-boo-boo.
Damn.
As with the closed trial 10 years ago, some astonishing facts have come to light in these proceedings. Did you know that the Earth isn't flat? Crazy, I know. This changes everything. The revelation that the well-known Reaper is actually an organization illegally executing its own brand of justice. And the discovery that a respected yard inspector was at its heart until he himself perished in an assassination plot.
I mean, none of that's been proven yet, to be fair.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, have they definitively proven that it's multiple people? Like,
no, they really haven't definitively proven any of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Certain facts have come to light. Did you guys know that the word assassin has the word ass in it twice? Hilarious. Well, now I say to all members of the judiciary here present on this occasion that we will stop at nothing to uncover the whole truth behind the disturbing findings.
Okay, Strongheart, I'm gonna hold you to that. And when we find out that you're the bad guy, you can't say takesies backsies.
But also, that's like what you're supposed to do. So saying that in a grandiose way isn't really that cool, because that's just like, that's like you're at the grocery store and the person bagging your groceries is like, I will stop at nothing to put your groceries in these plastic bags. You're like, okay, thanks.
You want a Pepsi and a water. I will submit nothing to bring you a Pepsi and a water. And you look over the menu in the meantime.
I swear to this courtroom that we will do the bare minimum in performing our jobs.
Counsels, you will undertake this trial with the resolve. Credits roll.
He said
to pursue the truth to the bitter end.
What about to the umami end?
Oh, what about to the sweet end?
As long as we don't start talking about the salty end.
Yeah.
Garrison already met his salty end.
That's true.
Resolve. Yes, that's my intention.
That's word we keep throwing around because it's significant.
Just really quick, a very weird creature in the chat has a resolve counter ongoing. Is that a thing I should plan for? Do they overuse the word resolve in this court case? Because I will pull up a resolve counter for this if I have to.
My lord, if I may inquire, the defendant may speak.
He already was.
Okay, I didn't ask for your permission, but anyway. On what grounds is Kazuma Asogi permitted to continue in his role as prosecutor?
Yeah, hey, that's a really good question, actually.
I just kind of thought about that as well.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Didn't he like kind of say he was tasked with assassinating somebody?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Shit, I forgot. I thought they'd forget about that. He has admitted to colluding with the victim in a plot to assassinate an innocent man. He shouldn't be enjoying the privilege of freedom, let alone be leading the prosecution.
Van Zeek's good point.
Huh, I hadn't thought of that. You're under arrest.
I submitted a written petition to Lord Strongheart.
You wrote a letter?
It said, please let me be the prosecutor, XOXO, Gossip Girl. Requesting that judgment of my transgressions be delayed by 1 day.
Fuck off.
But that doesn't mean we forget about it.
Yeah, what? He's like free to go. Like, it's presumably he was walking around all after court yesterday doing whatever he was doing.
You did what?
You know Strongheart can't read.
In today's
I can't.
He's got a point.
That's why I put a smiley face on the picture.
I can only read time.
In today's proceedings, I intend to expose everything.
Everything?
My whole life for the last 10 years has all been leading up to this one day.
Kazuma.
How old is Kazuma?
He's like 20... Where's People? People? Forget that he's towards the back end because we didn't know about him. 24, yeah.
How much older is he than you?
How much is he older than us?
I think we're the same age.
Wait, do we not have a paper card? We don't.
No.
Not real.
We're not a character.
I think
I
we're
didn't
the
know
same
we
age.
were in our 20s.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know we were that much older than Susato. Damn.
Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah. We are a lot older than her.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of funny saying, ever since I was 14 years old, it's been my destiny to come here, almost kill a guy, and then go to court to avenge my dad. Whatever the outcome of this trial, I give my word that I will accept whatever punishment is deemed appropriate, however severe.
However, my fingers are crossed under this desk and you can't tell.
And I suggest you prepare yourself for the same, Reaper. Sorry, were you talking to me? Because I, again, am not the Reaper.
As we've discussed
I did
many times.
At length. Ad nauseum, in fact.
Kazuma is bristling with hostility today. I get the distinct impression that we're heading into very dangerous territory.
Is that really even Kazuma-sama standing before us?
What do you like?
No.
Susato, do you need glasses? She's like,
I can't really make him out. Is that blob over there really Kazuma-sama?
an extreme exception to normal practices. I have granted this prosecutor's request as an extreme exception.
Sure, members of the judiciary, we will do whatever we can to find the guy responsible. But I will also make weird exceptions and allow a different criminal to be the prosecution. My justice system is the best. I am a totally consistent and reasonable person.
The defense finds this acceptable, I presume.
I mean, like, no.
No.
But,
no. Arrest him.
Yes, my lord.
In that case, in the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the closed hearing of Barak van Zeeks.
That's all good music. The defense is ready, my lord.
The prosecution is more than ready.
Okay.
We're more ready than the defense.
The defense is most ready. Yeah.
Well, the prosecution is most ready times infinity.
Damn it! He got us, Susato.
Very well, then.
Well,
This
it's opposite
preamble.
case, you're actually the least ready.
Oh!
Damn it! This is a turnabout if I've ever seen one. This preamble has taken long. Has taken long enough.
Strongheart literally said, "Okay, this bit's not that funny. Let's keep going."
Hey, Strongheart, fuck you.
Listen, I've watched plenty of save data. I know what you guys can do. Prosecutor Asogi, begin.
Start!
As you wish, my lord. The prosecution calls the first witness to the stand.
Yeah, okay,
Bring
good.
Seishiro Jigoku into the courtroom.
Sure as fuck better be here. At last. Then. We've reached the final battle. I mean, it's probably going to be like 3 weeks from now.
Just like a final battle, there's going to be 3 phases.
He's putting literally everything on the line now in order to get to the truth.
Kazuma Prime, and Kazuma Ultra.
Shin Kazuma.
Shin Kazuma.
Come on, Renosuke. It's time for that steely resolve. Ding. Because this is going to test it to the limit.
Push it to the
What is
limit.
it going to test, you might ask? My resolve. My resolve is what is being tested. The test of my resolve.
Witness,
Resolve.
state your name. State your name and occupation for the court. So it was you who issued this, was it? Your subpoena? I did what was necessary. Well, look what the young man has become. I didn't think I'd see the day when you'd take that tone with me, I must say. The witness will ensure his responses are pertinent to the questions asked. Hey, listen, judge to judge. Can we, speed this up a little bit? I
Yeah.
got places to be.
Presumably, with what we know, these two have been, like, communicating for years in secret.
Yeah.
And at least know each other. So the idea that he's like, Listen, I gotta act like a hard ass in the courtroom, okay? But we'll get through this together, Seishiro. Come on.
My name is Seishiro Jigoku, a Supreme Court judge from the Empire of Japan. And don't pay attention to my dialect. 16 years ago, this man came to London as a visiting student. 6 years later, he returned to Japan. As well as presiding over the Supreme Court, he is also currently Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. I asked him for his occupation, so I don't know why you're telling me now. I am, of course, fully aware of Mr. Jigoku and his preeminent roles. I invited him personally to the International Forensic Science Symposium as a representative of his country. I hear he also played a key role in the conclusion of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. It was a great honor to be involved in the negotiations. I put my all into that treaty.
Judge Jigoku, I must ask.
Well, I never. Fancy the young murdering student turning up here of all places.
Go fuck yourself, you asshole. You're gonna come in here and try and frame us as the bad guy? You acquitted me yourself, and now I'm a practicing defense lawyer.
Yes, and full of self-importance like your friend across the courtroom, I see.
Seishiro Koraku tipped $5 saying, I need to reach my friend. Very good. Well, we'll attach you to this giant gavel and throw you across a pit, and hopefully you'll make it.
And attach a rocket to it and blast you into space.
You came here to London by invitation to the International Forensic Science Symposium. But then, without informing anyone of your plans, you took flight to France.
Took flight? I'd have to object to that turn of phrase.
Planes aren't a common mode of transportation yet.
Then explain yourself. What exactly were the circumstances?
Well, I was somewhat expecting this, and I'm sorry to say, I decline to comment.
What? Do you plead the fifth?
Leaving the no, I plead the goal. Leaving the country prematurely when I was an invited guest may be questionable etiquette. But my decision is unrelated to this case. I can't be bound to testify. Unrelated, you say?
I just really wanted a croissant.
Croissant?
Croissant. So I went to London and got a croissant. Croissant.
I appreciate that a respected police inspector has been killed, for which I offer my condolences. However, being an alien...
Aliens?
I knew it! I knew it! They were real!
Martians!
So the balloons, they really were aliens! It was you the whole time! I'd obviously never met them.
Take me to your leader. Jigoku phone home. Okay, now here's the artist challenge. Someone draw Ryunosuke on a bicycle and Jigoku sitting in the basket.
As long as we don't do a Mars Attacks aliens reference, then I'm fine.
Oh, God.
I fucking hate Mars Attacks, y'all. Not even as a bit do I enjoy that movie.
However, being an alien, I'd obviously never met the man, nor do I know the first thing about him. As such, I'm in no position to testify. It's as simple as that.
Dude, there's a bullet hole in your cabin. Shut the fuck
dog,
up.
like...
So you would run from all this?
You've got to be
Damn,
smarter than
Susato.
you've got to be smarter than me to realize this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
This case is more far-reaching than the murderer Inspector Gregson. It has ties to another murder, a case that was tried in Japan almost a year ago now.
A year ago in Japan. The murder of Dr. John H. Wilson, you mean?
The murder of that useless guy who was no one important's father. Just some fucking random ass dude.
That's right. And you, Judge Jigoku, are at the heart of both cases. The defense has evidence to prove it. Good ass poker face on this guy, though.
Well, Ryunosuke, I see from the look in your eyes that you're resolved
Dang.
to carry this through to the very end, too. Let's see your evidence, then. What proof do you have that Seishiro Jigoku is involved in this case? A telegram from Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's got his fucking name on it. No, it doesn't.
But it was taken from his office and it has Gregson and
It was-
Wilson's name on
great.
it.
Yep, that'll do. This is a telegram detailing a communication sent between Britain and Japan approximately 1 year ago.
Now, did we obtain this legally?
Yeah.
Ignore that part.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't. Literally says it's stolen from Goku's office.
The communication contained 4 names: K. Asogi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, and J. Wilson. Oh shit.
Oh, you little. Where did you get that?
I was half expecting the bench to just break
I
as
was
he did
too.
that. I was really hoping, but they gotta
I
save
think,
that.
honestly,
They gotta
it
save
might.
that. They gotta
Yeah,
save
it
that.
might eventually.
I agree.
I really, like, please, game, give me that. Please give me
Yeah.
that.
Because isn't that the thing that he did? Is
Yeah.
he
Yes.
broke the bench?
He broke the
He
bench.
got so upset that he broke a bench.
All right, he's gonna break the bench.
In Tokyo, from your office, Judge Jigoku.
Don't just say that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's very illegal. I mean, who knows? Maybe not right now. It isn't, but what? How on earth did you?
I had the most trusted spy in all of Japan take it, Mr.
Turtle.
Turtle. Wait, the Mr. Turtle, the one who loves the water?
There's only one thing
The
he loves
very-
more than water: solving crime.
Justice.
Justice!
What's this all about? Why is my name on that list?
Actually, it's Karen Asogi. Wild coincidence with the names.
It's a list of people who wish to speak to your manager.
Can I speak to your manager?
That's really good. This list of 4 names follows a certain pattern. T. Gregson and J. Wilson are the names of victims. K. Asogi and A. Shin are the names of assassins.
No.
What is that pose? He's like, what? How? Ah, almost Italian.
Wait. Are his teeth chattering, or did I just...
Oh no, it
Blended
moved
that
randomly.
Yeah!
What?
He's doing a little like... Wait. Everybody
His,
look.
his bottom lip quivers like just like a frame.
Yeah,
Why is he doing such a little...
that's really funny. It's like, sorry, I ate some Laffy Taffy before this court case started, and I've still got a little bit I'm trying to clean.
Just a little...
It's really good.
That's hilarious.
A year ago in Tokyo, Dr. John H. Wilson's life was taken in a Western-style restaurant in the capital. I killed him. Wait, fuck.
And we brought this restaurant here today.
The culprit was found to be a visiting student who went by the name of Giselle Brett. But her real name was Asa Shin, a professional killer sent on a mission to kill from Great Britain.
A professional killer sent on a mission for groceries.
A. Shin and her victim, J. Wilson.
And the murder that just took place here in London was the counterpart to that crime. An assassin sent from Japan, also a visiting student, Kazuma Asogi, whose victim was the British police inspector Tobias Gregson.
K. Asogi and T. Gregson. One assassin from each country to kill a target residing in the other.
This is all completely shocking to me. What exactly is the defense suggesting?
These two cases of murder, one that took place in Britain and one in Japan, were masterminded by a pair of individuals from each country as a form of assassin exchange. And the telegram the defense has acquired is proof of this international contract to kill.
What?
I do know, like, hey, for us, like, this is what we've been building up to and, like, everything that we've been playing. But if you think about it from the court's perspective, we just showed up with a very wild, different perspective on this case, and we're starting with that. Like,
yeah, we're diving right in. Mm-hmm. We're diving head first.
Mm-hmm. The telegram was found in your office, Judge Jigoku. In other words, the mastermind in Japan was you.
Oh, he's mad. Judge Jigoku? What's this all about?
And you, Kazuma, you lied. During yesterday's proceedings, you acknowledged that you'd accepted the assassination mission. But the mark wasn't Judge Jigoku at all. It was T. Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard, as shown by the name on the killing contract.
Very impressive, Ryunosuke.
He didn't even try to lie on that
one. But actually, I didn't lie.
Okay, I'm sure.
I just didn't tell the truth. The name of the target I was ordered to kill never passed my lips yesterday.
Okay, fuck off. You can't pull a lie of omission on me and be like, you got me. You didn't get me. Just because you said it, I didn't say I did it.
The idea that Seishiro Jigoku was the mark came entirely from you.
You deliberately avoided saying a name?
The defense claims these four names indicate some sort of international assassin exchange. I'm sure I speak for all present when I say that the very idea seems utterly absurd.
When I say Ixnay on the assassin way, exchange in Pig Latin way.
Well, Mr. Jigoku, what do you have to say for yourself? That doesn't involve me.
His silence only goes to prove his guilt!
There's another very important point that this new development brings to light. There's now a distinct possibility that the scene of Inspector Gregson's actual murder was in the witness's cabin aboard the SS Grouse.
I mean, is that still in question? I mean, we're gonna have to prove it, I guess, but sure.
I mean, it's so in question, and to say in his cabin is even more specific than we were saying just
That's
on
true.
the ground.
Judge Jigoku, you have to testify now To refuse would put you in contempt of court. I mean, I don't think you decide that, Ryan, but sure.
There's no need for quite such a vicious stare, young man. Very well, then. As a parting gift to you all, I'll tell you everything I know. Hopefully not everything. It seems this Japanese gentleman has information that the court must hear. About the alleged assassin exchange and the events of the night of the 31st October. Present your formal testimony now. As you wish, my lord.
Okay. The assassin exchange.
It's true that Kazuma Asogi was assigned the assassination mission 1 year ago now.
Okay, wow, you just straight up... Alright. Kind of thought you'd try to lie a little bit, but sure.
He's gonna lie about something else.
For sure, for
kind of
sure.
stupid.
Yeah.
The target was Inspector T. Gregson. That was the condition of the British study tour.
We'll let you study in our country, but you gotta kill a guy?
Yeah.
However...
Man, study abroad was intense back then.
Jeez, and I thought college tuition was crazy today.
Yeah, now,
Here, now it only costs an arm and a leg, not a life.
I don't know, I love the way he worded that. It's really like, okay, you can study with us, but you gotta murder someone while you're here.
Yeah, that's the that's part of your finals exam. However, in the end, something happened that meant the young man was unable to carry out his mission.
What, he got amnesia?
Yeah, he tripped on a cat.
Again?
On the evening in question, a member of the crew was on duty outside my cabin at all times. A very trustworthy gentleman that I did not bribe.
Oh, you fucked up, you idiot.
If there had been a shot fired, the crewman would have heard it. So clearly I can't be involved.
Oh, why'd you have to say that, you stupid idiot?
Do we have the bullet hole as a piece of evidence?
I'm pretty sure we do.
If so, that was fucking really easy.
So, you admit it then, as this communication suggests. There really was an assassination exchange agreement between Britain and Japan.
A political endeavor at the highest levels. Not something I can discuss here.
Oh, trust me, we're very good at bringing out political secrets.
We do it uncomfortably often, actually.
To use such a worthy practice as foreign study to coerce somebody to commit murder. It's the most appalling thing I've ever heard.
Appalling? Well, it's easy to judge. Wow! Who else but Jigoku?
Pardon?
Asogi had a reason for taking his sword to that British inspector, you know.
What?
Which is why he accepted the mission in the first place. Isn't that right, Counsel?
Is he trying to blackmail Kazuma now? Like what?
Kazuma-sama?
Judge Jigoku, if you are the mastermind behind this operation in Japan, then tell the court the identity of your counterpart in Britain.
The court will take a 15-minute recess to discuss this. I'm not obliged to divulge that information.
Yeah, but it'd be pretty cool if you did.
As I said yesterday, I've killed nobody. I freely admit that I accepted the mission, but on the night the plan was to be executed, I backed out. In short, this assassination exchange that the defense has identified is unrelated to the events of this case.
That's not how that fucking works, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, man.
I didn't complete it part. I claim that I didn't complete it part does not completely distance you from this event, bro. Aren't you supposed to be good at this?
What's the term? Like a significant step? Is that what that's what you said?
Yeah, it's for attempt to happen, it usually has to be some sort of significant step taken.
I mean, motherfucker was on the boat and guy ended up dead. I feel like a step was taken.
He went to said other country.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did indeed take steps.
Mm-hmm.
Few steps in a boat ride, even.
The crucial point is this. Your police inspector can't have perished aboard that steamship in Dunkirk. Because if he'd been shot in the cabin, it's inconceivable that a member of the crew wouldn't have heard it.
We have the bullet hole, right? We don't.
I guess we don't.
Really?
Because we weren't...
Wait. Look at the evacuation drill. I bet that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, on the next page. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
there you go.
time.
There you go.
Okay.
Super easy.
Okay.
Fucking drill there.
That's right. Gregson was killed after returning to London in the room on Fresno Street. And the perpetrator of the crime was the Reaper, Barak Van Zeeks.
You're grasping at straws, Cosimo.
The prosecution's accusation remains unchanged. And so does his stupid brain. To think that a seemingly innocent foreign exchange program was a facade for such Machiavellian dealings.
I love the use of that word. But also strong heart. You are the Machiavellian. You're the mecha villain, okay?
Mecha villain. Mecha strong heart.
That's a second form.
Oh, that's right. We haven't gotten... And then it's strong heart prime after that. Clearly, it's a plot only a government minister and high-ranking judge, such as the witness, could hope to execute.
It's a good thing
not
we don't.
Me.
It's a good thing there aren't any high-ranking judges here.
Hey, Strongheart, aren't you also a government minister and high-ranking judge? Shut up.
Well, I seem to recall that it was someone on the British side who controlled everything.
I love the idea that Strongheart said that, and he's like, "Fuck! Why did I say that? God damn it! I'm so stupid."
Damn.
This is going to end up with so much betraying each other.
They're so petty about that.
It's really good.
Be that as it may, it is not the place of this court to pursue this villainous assassin exchange.
Oh my god,
plot.
yes it is, bro. Bro.
Wait, why wouldn't you look at me after I said that? Did I touch a nerve?
We are concerned only with the tangible events pertaining to the murder of Inspector Gregson. Is the defense clear on that point, counsel?
No promises. Yes, my lord. I'll keep that in mind as I cross-examine the witness.
I'll keep that in mind as I totally ignore that.
I'll keep that in mind as I fucking roast your ass.
As I burn your world down around you.
As everything you've been working on for the past, 10 plus years, I bring it down?
Part of me wonders if we have to...
What was the final statement?
They couldn't have heard
It's like it's inconceivable that someone could hear.
Yeah, so I mean...
Part of me wants to see if we press one of these two, if we get a specific time.
I think that's a good idea.
Because I feel like otherwise they're just going to be like, well, sure they could have been away.
Yeah,
but...
I guess
he does say at all times, so... Technically, that's wrong.
Oh yeah, technically it is wrong.
I mean, also I'm also curious with that last statement because it says
They would have heard the bullet. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I do think you could present that.
All I'm trying to say is if the game doesn't accept this, I will be a little cheesed. Just want to put that out there. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, they did it.
All right. Thank you, game.
Damn.
Whew, first try. Feels good. Feels good coming to it. Get the first one like right away, you know?
Being a couple smart boys.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as the court has heard... Yes, as the court has heard, there was a crewman posted outside Judge Jigoku's cabin. However, we can be sure that contrary to the witness's claim, the guard wasn't there at all times.
What?
Also, I would like to bring the court's attention to the fact that his name was Chicken Stroganoff. That's funny.
Can we all just have a little chuckle about that?
Also, did you know that Russian mice say pee-pee? That's crazy.
Play the clip.
I have here a notice of a particular event that was scheduled to take place aboard the steamship on the 31st.
What? Where did you get that?
From the ship.
Your office.
From your office. Sorry, I'm mixing up the things that we stole.
I mean, obtained legally. It's evidence gathered by Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Gathered.
You were acquainted yesterday, if you remember.
Herlock Sholmes again.
Yeah, when you were hiding your bitch ass in that trunk, remember?
That face makes it seem like he smells something really bad.
It's like, ugh.
Kazuma's like, sorry, that was me. According to this itinerary, after leaving the port of Dunkirk at exactly 10 p.m. and for a period of 20 minutes, all crewmen of the SS Grouse were to gather on deck for an evacuation drill.
All crewmen were away from their posts?
And during that 20-minute interval, of course, any gunshots emanating from your cabin would have been heard by no one.
I mean, no guards.
Well, if a gunshot's fired and no one's around to hear it, did it even happen? So...
I mean, you killed him, so yes.
Checkmate.
In summary, Judge Jigoku, you had ample opportunity to commit the crime.
Ah.
Objection.
A 20-minute window of opportunity. That's an excellent find, Ryunosuke. But it amounts to nothing.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why?
Because the witness clearly stated in his testimony that no incident occurred in his cabin. Shut up!
You know what, Kazuma?
Why are you so you're so special?
I hope this game ends with you also going to jail for something, Kazuma. I just want to put that out there now.
Unless you have some decisive evidence that can show his testimony to be false. Your accusation is nothing more than conjecture. Very true.
No, it's not!
Well, counsel.
Inspector Gregson was killed in Judge Jigoku's cabin that night. I'm certain of it. Because the defense has the evidence to prove it.
You will present the evidence for the defense at once, counsel.
Oh, this is going to be his watch piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's his watch piece.
What proof do you have that the victim's life was taken in Jigoku's cabin on the 31st October?
It's got to be this. Oop, I'm tabbed out.
Take that!
Judge Jigoku, this was found in your cabin yesterday.
What is that? The crown of a pocket watch.
Strongheart, yes, it's from your pocket watch. Actually, you're the killer.
What?
Well,
Damn, how did you find out? I mean, I've never seen that before in my life.
We got him.
A pocket watch?
And if you will observe, the victim's pocket watch, which we know he treasured, is missing precisely that part.
It can't be.
Moreover, this crown is a perfect fit on the spindle protruding from the victim's watch. Now, the fact is that this was retrieved from Judge Jigoku's cabin. Tells us that the victim's watch almost certainly broke there.
You guys, it's this piece right up here.
Pocket watch Pridge. That's what they called him back in high school. In other words, the victim was killed on the 31st during the 20-minute evacuation drill. In the cabin occupied by you, Judge Jigoku. Don't you want to break that fucking bench now, dude?
Well, you're razor sharp, aren't you, you young murderer?
I was acquitted!
First off, this is pot calling the kettle black. Also, this is more like the pot calling the spoon black or something, you know? Like, what? I'm not a murderer, and you know that.
Expertly maneuvered, Renosuke.
I swear to God, if you try to turn this around on me now, Kazuma, I'm gonna be so
This part where
pissed.
Kazuma keeps being wrong, then complimenting us smugly for being right.
Hey, no.
Like, no, you're wrong. He was even far right. That's pretty smart of you.
Yeah.
And your argument sounds entirely plausible.
I'm feeling there's a butt coming along.
At first.
You fucker!
But rather like this pocket watch, it's full of cracks.
And just
Just
like
like
this pocket
your
watch,
butt.
it's out of time, just like you, Kazuma.
Just let us say there was a bullet hole, man.
What?
Just let us.
I know. The fact that we can't use the bullet hole as evidence is really hurting me.
Just let us say there's a bullet hole, man.
And I believe Judge Jigoku feels the same way.
Just put, like, Sholmes in here or something. I don't know.
I was wrong to acquit you earlier in the year.
No. No, you weren't.
Sorry?
If I'd known that it would result in anyone having to listen to this drivel, I would have declared you guilty just to spare the world your ridiculous bombast.
Okay.
I mean, that just makes you sound wildly unethical.
Yeah.
No, like
Well,
a murderer
Bridge.
would be.
Yeah, not only that, but like, witnesses being hostile. Like, come on.
The witness is threatening me in the past.
I think it's clear that the witness will have to give further testimony. When you hear what actually happened in my cabin that night, you'll notice the pitfall into which you've stumbled.
When you hear about what happened in my cabin that night, you'll have to raise the age rating on this game.
Prior to your renewed testimony, I would like to clarify one point. The fact that this part of the victim's watch was discovered in your cabin means that you acknowledge he was there, I presume. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Very well then. You may proceed to give your formal testimony about what exactly happened in your cabin aboard the ship on the evening of the 31st October.
I want to emphasize, and I haven't done this in a while, but I want to emphasize, once you catch a witness in a lie like this, they're done for.
Yeah. Yeah.
No jury or judge will believe any other word that comes out of their mouth. They're going to be like, see, this was the real truth. It's like, well, you lied once, why aren't you just lying again?
Right.
Like, I know, I
You've lost
know
all
we're long.
credibility.
I know we're long past the point of that mattering, but like, again, he's done. His reliability is just, it's dead in the water.
Put a fork in him.
He could never bring that back after getting caught in the lies he's been caught in already. Just shot.
Of course. As a man of the law, I have no intention of obstructing justice.
You've done it like 4 times
Yeah,
already.
what? What a wild sentence to come from you at this point in the game.
You've done it like 4 times. Bro.
The events in the
Bro.
cabin. I had a guest waiting for me when I returned to my cabin after finishing my evening meal in the dining room. When I walked through the door, a mustachioed Englishman was there, foolishly waving a gun at me. I soon took care of him with an ippon seoi throw. Seoi? Yeah, I guess
I assume that.
Seoi.
Ippon
yeah.
seoi throw.
Never heard of it.
He
but-
couldn't wait to run away after that. I imagine his watch was broken when I threw him over my shoulder. It has nothing to do with his murder.
What a wild thing to admit to and be like, but I swear I didn't kill him, though.
I know, right? He was waving a gun at me and we fought each other, but I didn't kill him.
The inspector was clearly killed having returned to Britain, because his body was found in London.
Bro.
Agony?
Bruh.
Bruh?
It is a bruh moment.
Bruh?
Ippon seoi. A common jujutsu martial arts technique in my country.
It's not as good as the Susato throw, but it'll get the job done.
But that move has been lost
Susato
to time. Nobody knows how to do the Susato takedown anymore. I was careful not to use too much force, but the man obviously landed too heavily for his watch to take. So, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, how is your resolve now? I imagine you can see the flaw in your logic now, can't you?
No, I can only see flaws in this shitty testimony. Are you kidding me? What?
The fact that the pocket watch was broken in the witness's cabin in no way proves that the victim's murder took place there.
Yeah, but it makes it pretty fucking likely.
Also,
No, fuck off. I'm not doing that.
Also, based on what I just looked up, it would be incredibly difficult for him to pull off that throw based on their positions.
I'll give us the map of the room, and we'll,
And Ippon Seo is the guy you're throwing is behind you, and
Oh,
you're
you
throwing
throw
him
over the
over
shoulder.
your shoulder. So there's no way he would be able to charge at
Jesus.
Gregson. He
Whoa!
wouldn't be able to charge at Gregson, switch around, and throw him before Gregson fired a shot.
Damn. I wonder if we're gonna... Are we gonna... Is
I don't-
Susato
I
gonna be
don't-
like,
I
I
don't
know a
think-
thing
I
or
don't
two
think
about
you-
takedowns.
Yeah, I don't think jujitsu knowledge is gonna be the key factor here.
Yeah.
But that's not a likely throw to be able to pull off from the positions they would have been in. Unless
no doubt the
Gregson,
inspector
really
intended to
sucks.
kill me.
Yeah, why did he need to kill you, Jigoku? Because you're a villain?
But he didn't manage to pull the trigger.
Yes, because he was merely the tactician, not the Reaper's hand of death.
Well, the testimony appears to make perfect sense as
Fuck
far as I
you.
can tell. There's something about sitting up here. It must be the fact that there's less oxygen the higher up you go that makes judges stupider. I don't really understand.
It's very funny. We've obviously had cases where both the witness and the prosecutor are working against us, and the judge is just an idiot. This is the first time we've had the prosecutor, the witness, and the judge all combining
everybody
to fuck
is.
us over. And
Let me
we're still going to drop all of them.
Yeah.
Let me express my deep gratitude for your understanding, my lord.
If this testimony holds, Judge Jigoku will be deemed to have had no involvement in the case.
Which is an absurd conclusion to come to at this point. A conclusion that no
counsel.
rational person would come to.
I really see no reason for wasting precious court time here on a cross-examination.
Motherfucker. Sorry, my lord. The defense has a right to cross-examine, and I don't intend to squander that.
You're an embarrassment to your countrymen. Not knowing when you're beaten.
Okay, now, look in the mirror, my guy. Come on, like...
In that case, proceed, Mr. Naruhodo.
Honestly,
Okay.
I feel like if you really wanted to, Strongheart could strong-arm this case a bit harder, but...
Yeah,
I think
he's being pretty lenient on a lot
I think
of
the
this
gimmick
stuff.
is with everyone in the British judiciary there.
Yeah.
He can't fuck this up too heavily because he needs some shred of legitimacy so he can get his position eventually.
Yeah. Alright, events in the cabin. Guest. After finish my evening meal. Gregson was there with the gun. Used the throw. Couldn't run away. Can't run away. He'll find me. Can't run away. Imagine his watch was broken. Threw him over my shoulder. Has nothing to do with the murder.
What time does the watch show?
I think it was like around 5 p.m. Yeah, 5 p.m. exactly.
Yeah.
Is that anything?
Technically, no, because they basically said that he rewinds the watch every day at 5.
Yeah, but if it was broken and the murder took place, if it broke at 10, which is when the crewman would have been gone, it should read 10, right?
Right, but Evan says it doesn't matter. We proved the watch ran out when it just unwound. Technically, the screen is cracked, but the fact that it stopped at 5 is just because it kept going to its natural thing.
The 5 doesn't show when the murder happened. It just showed when it needed to be wound again.
Yeah. I mean,
I think there was like the second or third statement that I actually do want to ask about the throw because that's clearly not what happened.
Even though the man had a gun, that was a very brave move, wasn't it?
My Ponseo is far faster than a bullet, I can assure you.
Okay. I guess that covers my plot hole.
Press X to doubt, motherfuckers, but sure. But surely all that commotion caused the crewman to come in, didn't it?
Yes, of course. He burst in immediately without knocking. The inspector hurled himself at the stocky fellow and just managed to slip past him to make his escape.
The outstanding guard does it again.
Luckily, there aren't any situations I can't get out of using a quick Ippon Seoi throw.
Okay.
That didn't help us anything.
I feel like we have to get... Because his body was found in London. Well, obviously, motherfucker was transported. But...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have the ice, the way to connect the ice just yet.
Yeah. But there's no evidence that proves the victim ever returned to London alive.
Just take a moment to think that idea of yours through now, Stripling.
What?
If the inspector was killed on the steamship in France, how on earth could he have got back to Britain? You took him there.
Someone carried him?
Yeah.
When people die, they are killed. Their bodies remain at that same spot.
Are you trying to argue that no one's ever moved a body before?
Yeah, you're a literal judge. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is a nothing argument.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is how we get him.
It's called moving a body, dipshit.
I don't think you said the second half of this line.
I did.
We were
I'll
probably
say
talking over it.
again.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were talking
when,
over it.
When people die, their bodies remain at that same spot. It's a devil of a thing.
Well, then, obviously the culprit must have moved the body.
How exactly?
You carried it?
Carrying a corpse off a ship in your arms would raise a few eyebrows at least, don't you think?
Fuck.
Is it the giant trunk?
It's the giant trunk.
But we don't have that in evidence, though.
We have a picture of it.
Do we?
The picture we took with him on the first day. Wait, where's it at? There it is.
Wait, is it in there?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Holy
it
shit.
is.
I bet his body was in that fucking trunk when this picture was taken.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because they just got in. They hadn't checked into the hotel yet.
Oh my god, you got that body in there. And then we did basically lose track of him up until this point.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Now
that's pretty crazy.
That's a fucking face you make when you know you have a trunk in a body in the trunk you're holding.
You know what's even better, though? When this picture was put in our evidence, we all said, how do we think this is going to come into play? We were trying to guess what parts of this picture could be evidence.
Yeah,
and someone said the trunk, and it's the trunk.
It's really good.
It's the trunk.
Shit.
Video games.
That's pretty good.
Video games, guys.
It is indeed video games, Fridge. That's true, but...
All passenger luggage is inspected when it is unloaded for arriving vessels.
Inspected how?
And I would like to think the
wow.
border police would query the corpse of an English gentleman as hand luggage.
Oh, that's a corpse? No problem. Carry on.
Does it fit in the carry-on? Does it fit in the overhead compartment, sir?
As long as the corpse isn't worth more than $1,000, you can get it.
You're gonna have to check it, sir. If the murder had taken place aboard the ship, you would imagine the body would have been disposed of at sea.
Honestly, you probably just should dispose the body at sea.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, what?
There would be no sense in risking being caught by attempting to transport the body
You probably
back to
couldn't get
Britain.
it out of the room without getting caught, though.
It's probably that. Also, they probably wanted to use the body to frame.
Yeah.
Van Zeeks.
Yeah. Let's kill that idea then. No, keep pressing that idea.
But perhaps not.
Thank you, Susato. Miss Susato?
We've heard that the first-class passengers were under constant scrutiny by the crewmen posted to guard them. Which would mean that the culprit had no opportunity to dispose of the body in the sea.
Also, Jan Solo in the chat says, well, y'all played a game about this. Why throwing a body overboard isn't the easiest.
Oh, no.
Because then you turn into a dolphin.
Yeah, you turn everybody into dolphins. God,
that was
such
fucking
one of the best plot twists I did never
Oh,
saw coming.
God. Yeah.
Absolute art. Mrs. Villenzy.
Mrs.
Villenzy.
Mrs. Villenzy. Yes, that's true. So transporting the body to Britain may have been the only viable alternative.
Dear me. You really are new to this, aren't you?
Motherfucker.
I thought I'd been perfectly clear, but it seems I'm going to have to explain it in words you can understand. I think I ought to alter my testimony. With your consent, of course.
Are you about to step in a big pile of shit, Jigoku?
Here's the shovel. Dig your own grave.
Yeah.
I have no objection. State your amended testimony now.
Dig your own grave, you son of a bitch.
You dumb idiot.
There's no possible way I could have transported the victim's corpse back to Britain.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, there you go. Objection.
Objection!
Gotcha!
There's no possible way you could have moved Inspector Gregson's body, you say? Oh, I would say the opposite is true.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means you done fucked up now. Far from being impossible for you to do. The transporting of Inspector Gregson's body back to Britain is something only you could do.
What are you talking about, Ryunosuke?
As well as being a judge, Mr. Jigoku is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Which means he's exempt from having his luggage searched when he enters the country. Oh, that's a pretty fucking huge perk then, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part, but yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
We learnt that when we first met you upon your arrival in London. Right, because Mikotsuba made a big deal of like, well, yeah, you didn't have to get searched, and I did.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say, I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you?
Ah, I knew you were jealous.
You couldn't sneak your corpse in. I could. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, they caught me with my corpse.
I presume you recall this, Judge Jigoku. Judge Jigoku, would you take a look at this photograph? It's a photograph we took in the foyer of the hotel to mark the occasion. As the court will note, you have with you your large travel trunk. Large enough, in fact, to have a corpse inside. This is funny, because at the time I made the comment that, oh, what, did you bring your boyfriend in your suitcase too? In my head, I just was like, Ryan looks at the giant, like, trunk and is like, oh, did you bring your boyfriend too? He did, in fact, have a body inside the suitcase, which is incredible.
Yeah.
I also love that we know it can fit a person inside because he was hiding inside of it.
Yes, that's true.
And Gregson, not as big as Jigoku.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Naruhodo, surely you're not suggesting...
But I am.
I'm afraid I am.
You're the one who led me to this conclusion.
Yeah, what? Yes. 3 days ago, when we were chatting innocently with the new arrivals from Japan in the hotel, the body of Inspector Gregson was just meters away from us, inside Judge Jigoku's trunk.